Hey, let me ask you something. What feels like the most inconsistent piece of bullshit in the entirety of Left 4 Dead 2? The charger hitbox? Well, duh. But no, we're talking about the one, the only, the auto shit.
Disclaimer, this is my opinion. Do not get your panties in a wad. Thank you.
How many times have you spawned as a boomer just to get insta-popped just because someone was spamming their shotgun in a random direction, completely unaware that you even existed in the first place? Your reward for just getting shot unfairly is now sitting through a 30-second respawn time. Although I think there are some instances where it is kind of your fault, but most of the time it isn't. For this reason and more, I feel this gun is definitely the official gun of spray and pray. I would even go so far to say that this gun is just a complete crutch. This weapon is such a crutch, in fact, that whenever I play on a server with 150 ping or more, this is my weapon of choice, since aiming in just the general direction of a zombie is nearly a guarantee to hit them. Not only that, with lag, since the hitbox can be inconsistent from what you see, it doesn't really matter since where they are and where they will be is already in your crosshair. So anytime you play on a server where it's just extremely laggy and you have no other choice because that's just your internet being bad, I suggest you use this weapon. It's really helpful. It's not going to be like gameplay without lag, but it'll be way better than just using, say, a sniper rifle, which is nearly impossible to hit some of the commons sometimes. I felt like I should say that just before I rag on this gun too hard. It is useful for some things, but not in the core balance of the game do I think it's very fair. But to understand why it is unfair, let's take a look at their tier 1 counterparts for a better comparison. The pumps. Both pumps are very similar gameplay wise, with not only similar accuracy but also damage, with both doing about 250 damage respectively. The chrome does a little bit less, but we're just gonna round up just for simplicity's sake, okay? 250 damage from one shot is extremely powerful. That from point blank range is enough to kill 5 of the special infected in one shot, including headshots. It one-shots everything but the charger. But for all that damage, there definitely is a catch, being that the fire rate is pretty slow compared to most of the other guns in the game. Having such high damage but such a low fire rate forces you to aim your shots just perfectly to maximize the amount of damage per shot. When you do this successfully, it feels powerful, rewarding, and satisfying to use. Although if you're not very good at aiming, this gun can feel like you're shooting confetti. A great weapon that's completely based on whoever's using it. I mean, there is a reason why so many people prefer this gun over the tier 2 weapons. Or we could take a look at the hunting rifle, a tier 2 gun that does 90 damage per shot, and has a pretty high fire rate. Also, since it's a sniper rifle, you should already expect this to be the case, but it is very accurate. With this high accuracy and high damage, it rewards great aim, and it's pretty much encouraged to go for headshots. Even the grenade launcher, a long distance weapon that is the essence of make every shot count. Having only one shot per clip, and that shot doing 400 damage, makes this gun just a complete powerhouse. You also have to account for bullet travel speed, as the grenade launcher is kind of unique, being the only non-hit scan weapon in the game. Basically all this means you either hit that smoker that's trying to pull you, or you don't. A perfect weapon of risk and reward. Now, let's take a look at the auto shotgun. How does that fare up to these weapons? Now, do you see why I have a problem with this weapon? I'm not really even aiming at the hunter, but because of shotgun spam, I still get the kill. Not only does it upgrade the firing speed, but it also doubles your damage to over 286. Now, you might be thinking that this won't really matter due to how much the shotgun spreads. You would be right, but you see this? This tiny little dot right here? This dot basically ensures that the shotgun is an 100% accurate chip sniper. What do I mean by that? Basically, anytime you fire your shotgun, all of the pellets that come out of your barrel go in a random direction within your crosshair. So they use this dot to make the weapon more consistent. as a pellet will land on that dot every single time you fire, which is all fine and good, but it becomes a problem at long distances because the weapon fires so accurately that it doesn't matter how far away you are. Although they do have to aim a little bit more consistently, and for it to be effective at all, they need to go for headshots entirely. It's still annoying, especially since you can't get your health back. This isn't TF2, where you can grab a health kit. You will have that health until you die. But even if that wasn't true, good luck. We're talking about a shotgun here. Its most effective range is point blank. So unless you're a spitter or a smoker, you're going to have to go within their most effective range to do anything. So when playing against this weapon, you have to hope they miss entirely, which is really hard to do, or that they just have complete situational unawareness.
Not starting my fucking cell, you fucking...
What is the most powerful thing about the pump shotguns? Yeah, definitely the most game-changing ability of the shotgun, being able to save yourself or your teammates from an instant down, is definitely really powerful. Doing so, though, is pretty risky, as messing up from either poor crosshair placement or just getting interrupted by any zombie is basically the same thing as just taking your health kit and throwing it into the trash can. Now, let's take a look at how the auto shotgun handles this. There's no point to try and aim whenever you can just look in the general direction and spam. When it comes to witches, there is no risk involved. You're going to succeed at least 99% of the time. The only real way I can see you messing up is simply just human error, which is nearly impossible to do. This gun is just an enigma of Christ. It nullifies so many of the game's obstacles, it's ridiculous. If this gun isn't overpowered, I don't know what is. Now, I'm betting this gun sounds really only annoying if you're infected, but unfortunately friendly fire exists, so no one's gonna escape from its tyranny. Being the official gun of the Griefer, it's no surprise that it does 11 damage with one shot to the survivors. AKA 1/10 of your fucking health bar! Now, you'll only be seeing that level of damage at point blank range, and that's not always going to be the case. So for realism's sake, let's cut that number in half. That is about 5 damage per shot. That doesn't sound like a lot on its own, but you're forgetting that this is how fast you can click M1 the gun, so you're going to be taking rapid shots. Realistically, how much damage are you actually going to be taking? To figure that out, let's see how many times you can shoot within 1 second. Can you guess how many? Is this many? So 4 shots a second with 5 damage per shot, that is 20 fucking damage. That is insane. And that's not even at full power. We cut that number in half, and you're still taking out a good chunk of your health bar just with 4 shots. And I have to say, it doesn't really help that most people don't understand the full power of this weapon. As most people, when they're using it, just flail it around like it's a little dinky Roman candle. Whenever you do that, you're playing with fire. Except the only person who's getting burned is me. You know, a lot of the times I don't like to complain about something without trying to fix it. So what can we even do to fix this gun? Short answer, I would suggest lowering the fire rate but increasing the accuracy slightly. I feel that doing this and keeping its raw power will make the gun more aim focused rather than spam focused. But really the long answer, it doesn't fucking matter. Within the slight chance people agree with this video, ultimately, it doesn't fucking matter. After all, Valve does get the last say in this. It doesn't matter what we really want if Valve's not willing to do it. And from their track record, they don't give a single fuck. So you may be thinking now, what was even the point of this video if I know nothing's gonna fucking change? Because I can't fucking take it anymore. I have had to deal with this bullshit fucking weapon for 11.5 fucking years. And taking out my frustrations in an 11-minute video feels like a better solution than my keyboard. So in conclusion, fuck this gun, fuck people who use it, fuck Valve, fuck me, and most importantly, fuck you.